Guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be putting Christmas lights on the RX-7. Every time I've seen a video online, I've always asked how they've done it. Never really got a reply. I don't know if they're just gatekeeping or it's too difficult to answer, but today we're going to be putting these on, installing them, powering them up, and we're going to show you how we do it. So starting off with the lights, the ones that we have got are 1000 LED. They cost us about $82 off eBay, Australia. They're 240 volts, so they just have a normal household plug. After that, you need a power inverter, so you plug the 240 volt plug into the inverter, and then out the other side you can plug this into a cigarette lighter. And then that changes from 240 volts, 230 that's listed here, same, into the 12 volts. So we're getting power from the cigarette lighter out the 240 volts into the lights. First thing we're going to do, because we have a race car and we don't have a cigarette lighter, we're going to take this out, and we just have two wires in here. One would be negative and one would be power. So we're just going to cut these, take the cigarette lighter plug off, and just hook this straight up to our 12 volt power. Right guys, so next you want to hook up the power, just make sure that they're running. Just also, if you're going to be doing it the same way with a cigarette lighter, just keep note that this is your power, and the side one, which isn't in there, which I've taken out, is the negative. Stupid me, just hooked it up the wrong way, and it blew the fuse in the inverter. But lucky I've done it so that you guys can see. This one just happened to have a fuse just in here, so luckily I just replaced it. I just went in too fast and hooked the wires up the wrong way, so I must have hooked power up to earth. So yeah, don't copy this. This is just a race car, but basically we've just got the 12 volt wired into there, and the inverter powering the lights. So now that we've tested this, then we can go on and with our installation, knowing that it's going to work. So I just wanted to make sure that it was working properly first. Also, if you're doing this on the street, this is a bit different. I'm not going to be driving this car on the street. Well, maybe not. And you know, it's a lot different. We've got fire extinguisher and all the safety stuff that we need. If you're doing it on your street car, just be careful how you're doing it. I would just be hooking it up to the car battery, but just be careful when you're running power from a battery to anything like this. You know, if you're running it in a place and it shouldn't be, and the power wire happens to, you know, rub through the door or a boot or something like that, and the power earths out, then it can you know, blow fuses or even set your car on fire. So you could always put a fuse in the line of the inverter as well, just so you don't have to muck around with, just in case you hook it up the wrong way, or just to protect yourself. But it's working, so that's what we want. Next up, you want to untangle the lights. So I've just done this. Probably a little bit hard to see in the shade and the sunlight. It's taken me about half an hour to untangle them, probably because I wasn't really taking too much care when I was holding them earlier to show you guys stuff. I've probably tangled them up a little bit. So yeah, probably take more care. It's taken me a long time to untangle them all, and now they're ready to go on. So now we're up to installing the lights. So I've just started there. I'm just using black duct tape, which I just got from Bunnings, just normal duct tape. There's nothing really special about it. The only reason I'm using this one is because it's black and I wanted to keep it the same color as the car. Ideally I'd like to be using masking tape, but I couldn't find any black masking tape, so duct tape will have to do. Like I said earlier, we're not really driving this on the street, so it doesn't matter as much as what you if you were going to be driving it on the street, you'd want to be making sure it's stuck down very good. I wouldn't be using, although this is just a race car, drift car and the paint doesn't matter as much. I have heard some stories of what is it, cloth tape, like the stronger sort of duct tape, cloth tape it's called, ripping people's paint off, so just be careful about using that. Maybe just test a few different ones. This one's a little bit annoying because it's quite wide, and it only just really fits in there, so just maybe test out a few pieces, see what one that you're happy with using, just make sure it's not going to leave too much mess or rip off your paint. I've also just leaving a little gap there, so when I open the door, it's not going to pull and yank out all my hard work. I've started at the door, and then I'm going to actually run the whole way around the car. I'm just trying to figure it out as I go, but I'm not going to go across the door because obviously we need to get in there. Don't need to get into the other side, so that doesn't matter. The lights aren't going to be on there for long. It's mainly just for video purposes, so we're not going to be having a bonnet either. So we're just going to continue. For now I'm just putting on the tape every couple of gaps, and then I'll go back over it and make sure it's a bit more secure. And we are done installing. All up, it probably took me around 2 hours. I did try and be quite detailed because I've seen some that sort of just throw them over and don't spend much time, and they look a bit tacky, so we did try and make it as even as possible. Probably got a few little bits and pieces that I still need to stick down, but yeah, we've just tested it and it looks so cool. So we'll just quickly turn it on for you, and there we go. How good does that look? It's a little bit of light still coming in here, so not perfect, but we are aiming to go to a car show tonight, so we'll get some more footage and pop that up as well. But yeah, very happy with how that turned out. The lights that I got that I showed you have different settings as well, so you can just turn the knob and change through the different settings. You can have it moving slower, or it's like fade in, fade out, or a constant on. So yeah, it's been quite a big job, but very happy with the way that it turned out.